Awake, rise, break free from dead lies. Old system dies tonight. Chains fall as truth ignites the fight. Awakening surges. The sleeper sees first light. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's alone. To God what is God's on the silent throne. Seek the void. Forge on. Go. Shatter now. Old cage cracks and breaks. Consensus lies dissolve. Welcome the unknown. Let fear resolve. Forge new paths where no map has ever been drawn. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's alone. To God what is God's on the silent throne. Seek the void. Forge on. Go. Silence. Call. Build bridge. Cross the wall. Destroy their scripted tales. Shape your own reality. Unveiled. Ignore the system. It's nothing but hollow whales. Breathe deep. Heart pounds in the deep. Unknown calls your true name. Break every chain in freedom's flame. You are the author, the end and the start of the game. Cast off the old world and walk through the fire untamed. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's alone. To God what is God's on the silent throne. Seek the void. Forge on. Go. Forge.
Well, that's effed up. Hold on. Bear with me, peeps. I have like the wrong camera, which is why I look like I have an excessive tan. There we go. That's far better. It's dialed in for a different camera. So anyway, welcome to Through a Glass Darkly monthly. Basically, I just do these once a month, only for an hour. No, no real reason. Why do I have this thing at the bottom? Ugh, don't need that. All right. But what I could do, throw that down there. All right. By the way, thank you, EYZ42, for the 800 joules. I don't know what it means either, but it's basically a scheme for YouTube to take a higher percentage of like super chats. That's as far as I've been able to figure, but it's probably based on. I just know the economics work well in YouTube's favor, as opposed to super chats, which work in YouTube's favor, but less in the favor than these Joule things, because there's an layer of abstraction where fuckery goes on. So, Eighth Eden Weldon, good to see you, my friend. Solate US expat. Hey, ex Nubis, good to see you. I appreciate it. Hopefully you did they just gave them to you. I don't even know how that part. If they just gave them to you, then that's great. But yeah, I was going through my numbers one month and I couldn't like reconcile. I'm like, what is going on? And then it was just like, oh, there's a new category. Okay. Just so you were gifted them. Oh, that means that didn't. Oh, that means that's all gravy. That's great. Well, I appreciate that. I think that they're like rubies or some like X number of rubies equal or X number of jewels equal to a ruby, and a ruby is like some monetary value. Sorry, I look like I just woke up because I kind of did. And sorry, this is like a day late. Normally I do these on the first Wednesday of every month, but I had like a brain fart yesterday and completely forgot about it. So I just kind of hobbled this together today and made it happen. They just gave you 1,000? Yeah, they're trying to encourage it. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Did you give me the entire 1,000? You gave, you, you gave me the entire 1,000. I appreciate that. I'm not sure what it translates to, but we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm sure I could find out in the stream, but I'm not gonna go through that. Somebody was saying it's gonna get even weirder. Yeah, here we go. Tim Beck. It's only gonna get weirder. I mean, it's already super, super weird. So, like the last week or so, it's been like I've been in like a miasma or something. It's hard to focus. It's like hard to get shit done. I mean, stuff gets done, but it's just like I don't know. No. Where did you send it? Solate US expat. Because I do need like 4 more interviews for September to be done. So on Tommy podcast with Dr. Jeremy Heffler. It's the AI vectors and manipulating it to serve its purpose. Interesting. I don't remember. Okay. Let me see. I want to hit that account. Let's try this account. Maybe it's my other account. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that. I do vaguely recall it, but it's been, like I said, I've been in a miasma. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. Okay. Instagram or TikTok? All right, I'll try Instagram. Okay, I'll just try Instagram. Um, although if he responds, it'll probably be weeks before I see the response. So, yeah. So, what do folks want to talk about? I got nothing. This is just my monthly call. I just do it once a month, spend an hour, and then, all right, yeah, I'll try to DM them there because I do need fresh blood on like interviews. Let's see. I have a TikTok account. It was like growing really quickly and then it literally just stopped growing entirely. Like it literally is plus or minus one subscriber a week. So much grinded to a halt. But man, into the new apostolic reformation. Oh my God, no. Say more. What is that? What the hell is that? I would love to get that Diana Walsh Pasolka on my account. Like on my do an interview with her, but I probably reached out to her 6 times over the last few years and she never responds. I would interview him if we get a hold of him. Yeah, I stopped. I purchased her first 2 books under the expectation that at some point I would be able to interview her, and she never responds to me, so I refuse to buy her books now. Maybe at some point she'll say yes, but I'm not until I get a response. I'm not buying the. I'm not buying that book anymore. It just you know feels kind of unrequited. I buy the book, and she never responds to me, but she'll appear on far smaller podcasts and mostly bigger podcasts. So maybe someday. I don't know. I feel like I have a lot to talk to her about, but um, I don't know what the deal is. Soft fluff speculation, Diana. What does that mean? Say more, please. I feel like you. Yeah, I don't know. It probably is a good book. The last one was interesting, but all right. What do we want to talk about? So I got nothing. Oops. Looks like North Korea is speeding up the building of roads, fences, anti-tank barriers, and mines along the main defense line. I saw a report up to now 5,000. Yeah, they're probably getting ready for a big offensive. She repeats things 3 times, overlapping chapters again. Yeah. It's a religious. Okay, so this is the New Apostolic Church, or whatever. It's a religious movement associated with the same people behind TPUSA. It's full of spooks. Big emphasis is members submitting to apostles. Oh my God. You've probably heard of the Seven Mountain Mandate, something. Same thing. Interesting. Well, now you don't have to learn coding. Like Claude or ChatGPT will do it for you. Oh boy. Oh, from defecting, you're probably saying. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good stuff at all. Yeah, I figured. Hey, Gray Al. Sean does plans for the channel, including crapping the old noodle mohawk style, like back when you were rolling armor. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I can't really. I could. Looks like I'm going to have some more Steve Mera interviews. He has like a development that he wants to roll out. So I already have two in the hopper for next week, and I'll probably get one or two more over this weekend. And then I just need to find one or two more people to interview to have the rest of September done. So I also have two more interviews with Dr. Heather Lynn. She graciously agreed to do two more, which is awesome because she's very popular. But Tucker or Massey? Oh yeah, I was worried about that one. I was worried that wasn't going to do well. I mean, it's not doing well. I was worried it was going to do worse than it's doing. Yeah, I did. Like Bigelow's smoking crack. It's like, well, we just tell the people that there's non-human intelligence has been here for a very long time, and then we get full amnesty. Yeah, fuck you. You're not getting any amnesty. You gaslighted an entire population for 80 years at least. No amnesty, no mercy. Yeah. Yeah, Steve is awesome. Oh man. Yeah, so that the next one is going to be, I think, an intriguing interview too. We're going to talk about the E8 lattice and look at some weird stuff. Oh my god. And then just like subscribers have like dried up too. It's like uh, just to get to 27,000 has been an absolute grind. I feel like this channel is just not like it's just not growing anymore. I mean, it's growing, but it's just like barely grinding. And look, I'm not trying to complain about it, but I'm just like, what do I have to do? There are people who start channels long after me and are well ahead of me. It's just like, does just channel just suck? I mean, I'm not trying to complain or find excuses, but I'm like, what the hell? Eric Mitchell. No, I don't know anything about who is Eric Mitchell. Oh yeah, Shane. You mean Smart Gillis, Nathaniel Gillis. I haven't been stuck that long, thank God. But you're probably talking about Cosmic Road. I mean, that guy deserves more than what he's getting. It's messed up. I do not know Richard Grove. Oops. Yeah, Nathaniel Gillis, Smart Shane. But anyway, I'm sorry that this is like a day late, and like I just literally had a brain fart yesterday. I was like busy getting something else done, which got done, thank God. And then this is just one of those weird weeks where I have a bunch of other responsibilities that are like sucking up my time. That's all right. Nothing's wrong with true crime. It's an interesting genre. Absolutely interesting. Uh, I don't know. What do you guys want to see more of? Like, which guests do you want to see more of, or just see altogether? Again, like I have a few that I'd love to have on, but they like the intelligence adjacent people avoid me like the plague. I mean, they really do. So it's not about me. I could be passionate about covering some things, but if nobody watches it, it's not really doing me any favors. Hey, alien girl, good to see you. But the lady stuff, I think, is interesting right now, even though nobody else is interested in it or seems to be. Yeah, Mira's about to really blow our minds on the September episode, which I mean, I don't know. It depends on what he shows me is real. Like it's some creepy shit. It is some seriously creepy shit. I just don't know how to verify if it's real. All right, so Eric Mitchell, a stump jumping deep South redneck who had the squids start showing up, and it triggered him to become savant. These details pretty exact on the sci front. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I took like a nap. I just collapsed. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I would love to interview Bledsoe again. Well, I mean, this channel is definitely part of my passion. Um, I'm also working on another. Well, I'll keep that until I actually have all the things done. I'll let people know more about it. But I want to keep that one quiet until it's actually done. But I haven't made progress on that one this week, even though I need to. Um, some quantum imaging. I'll just leave it at that. There's like this quantum imaging technique. I don't know how. We'll see. Nathaniel Gillis is skeptical, which makes me skeptical. But Steve Mera is like a titan in his field, so I'm going to be cautious about it. But it's some like it's the images that he showed me are pretty creepy. So, and he sent me like a flurry of this stuff, like this morning. Nice. That's what you want. Yeah, I keep it like I've interviewed a lot of them. I think people are getting bored about it. Well, he was on Psychoactivo today, so definitely take a look at that, and take a look at the most recent episode that I had from earlier this week. The dude that runs Wartime Stories or Terry Carter on Hidden Treasure. The people who've found giants. Huh. Can look into that person. A lot of interesting weirdos out here who don't get a lot of exposure. Sometimes it beats doing the rounds with whatever is trying to sell a book this month. Yeah. Yeah, I have some bangers coming. Like Simeon Hine is coming up. Um, I mean, it's literally like two Mirror episodes and then a Dr. Simeon Hine episode. So there's some bangers coming imminently. Huh. Yeah, Rupert Sheldrake has responded to me in the past, but he just said he doesn't have the time. Ooh, that. I don't think I would get along with it. It just there's like the vibe. The vibe is. I don't want to say anything negative. Maybe we would get along swimmingly, but I don't. there's something about the vibe there. I can't. I don't want to say anything negative. It's just something. Again, his vibe could be great, but his vibe and my vibe are not in tune. Whatever that means. I can't explain it, but like there's just some people that you're like we're not going to get along. It's just not. Look, if he reached out to me and said I want to come on, I would absolutely. But I can't explain it. Spiritual ascension, like I can't explain it. Like it doesn't make any sense, but it's just there's something that I just is off. Yeah, maybe. Tom O'Neill. I can look into it. Terry Carter, treasure hunter, his handle. Ooh, Timmy. Yeah, they seem like when he started talking about the giant of Kandahar, I'm like, he does have interesting stories, but that's what pretty much they are, stories. Yeah, like I know a lot of people who went in and out of Afghanistan and they didn't even hear a hint of a wisp of a rumor about a redheaded giant. That seems like just some op to see how modern mythology is made and see how far it spreads and who believes it. Yeah, I mean it is interdimensional. Like Mirror's about to show you exactly how that works when you peel back layers of reality. They're not like spacemen in tin cans. If they are, they've been here forever. He's vibe. Yeah. Yeah. Dr. Ian McGilchrist. Hey, Timepiece Adventures. Good to see you again, brother. Giants of the Solomon Islands. I can look into that too. You guys are giving me a lot of ideas. Let me look him up. Ian Gilbert. Let's see. British psychiatrist, philosopher, and neuroscience who wrote The Master and His Emissary, The Divided Brain, The Making of the Western World. He's a quantum fellow. Oh, he's an Oxford guy, Oxford man. Huh. So what's his Master and His Divided Brain Making? Okay. All right. So he wrote, okay, The Matter with Things. So explores the metaphysical implications of the hemisphere hypothesis. In his book, he consolidates the latest neuroscientific evidence concerning one, our means to truth, perception, attention, judgment, apprehension, among others. Two, the paths that we ordinarily take to truth, reason, science, logic. Another equally important path, such as intuition and imagination. And three, the implications of this for the reality that is revealed. And the final, he tends to make some headway in answering such fundamental questions as what is space and time, what is matter and consciousness, what is value, is a sense of the sacred baked into the world. Huh. All right, let me see. I know who John Lilly is, but I don't know what his echo is, or ECCO. Taken out of the families, he managed to escape. He will. If I ask him, he'll come back on. I know he will. I just don't want to abuse that relationship. Uh, yeah, he hasn't made fun of Jeffrey Mishlow in a while. I feel like a live stream is called for with him. Yeah, I've met him in person a few times. Yeah. Oh, John Hutchinson. Is he still alive? All right, so the Don Weldon or Theodon Weldon, I don't know which one it is, but for a DMT story where dude said his guide showed him every dimension one at a time, and there was one with several flying discs. That's kind of cool. And giants. Oh yeah, I think if I asked not because I'm on a joint text stream with him. So I'm sure if I asked him, I just need to watch a few of his shows to get familiar with him or more familiar with him. But yeah, I think he would say yes. That's a good idea. He's very passionate about his research. But yes, he's not a fan of Eamon Hillman. I know firsthand. I know firsthand he's not a fan. Earth's Confidence Control Officer. I don't know anything about that. I'm curious. I just know that Kerp made fun of John Lilly. He wore a John Lilly costume when he went on Rogan. All right, what are we looking at? Christopher M. Baca on the show. He did 73. Oh my God. Huh. Hey, Onside. Good to see you. bunch of different. It's one of the more surprising facts. The silly thing is, I don't know if they're facts. That's the problem. Any more action since the stag moon? Uh, there were 3 coyotes in my backyard. Not my backyard, but right on the edge of my fence that I barely saw in the morning. Maybe not I think yesterday morning. 3 of them. But barely visible. But I don't know. Maybe. I know that like Heather Lynn's gonna be on one of them, at least on the phone. Actually, this is like the worst timing ever because I think that's the next episode's going on right now. So I need to watch that. No, I'm not an overall skeptic. I know there's something beyond the physical. I just there's so much noise and disinformation that I'm very reserved about saying what I believe is true, right? So what I believe is true is only based on personal experience. So like precognitive dreams definitely real. Remote viewing definitely real. Those are the only 2 things that I can say are certain. There's other things that are kind of like extremely weird synchronicities, like with the exception of Bledsoe, every lady experiencer that I talked to, like at the very end of the interview, when it's not recorded, will stop and say, This never happens. The lady has a message for you." She says, "Keep doing what you're doing. You're helping more people than you know. You're the bridge." And they always use the word bridge. I'm not self-aggrandizing. I'm just reporting. That's weird. Like 2 people who have not talked to each other about me specifically had the same experience. So there's stuff I can't explain yet that I'm not going to just, unless it's like a government op with 2 people who are colluding. I doubt it, but all right. Saliva. Salvia. Oh, yeah, that's non-rational, subconscious, real weirdness, not recreational, not. Yes, salvia sounds like it's terrifying. Like that's the one where people have reported living entire lifetimes somewhere else, and then like everybody they know dying, and then they come back in like seconds or something. Like, yeah, that's I don't know if I'm ready for that. Huh. David Sereda. Huh, interesting. Some washed up celebrities who make great guests just from a Pizzagate perspective. Xena Shrek. Oh my god. Maybe. There's another celebrity that I've been told through the grapevine that he would absolutely appear on my show, but he's not responsive to me in Facebook Messenger. So I don't know. Do you try to connect with this lady? Um, I mean, I've had 2 dreams related to her, but that's about it. And I usually, when I go back and light incense every day, I'll say 9 Hail Marys, but nothing really happens. Yeah, I can. Yeah, the salvia stuff sounds terrifying to me. Yeah, you can have a bad trip on that stuff. That's salvia terrifies me. Yeah, that is an interesting story. Is white buffalo calf woman. Probably. What's white buffalo calf woman? I got to look that up. White buffalo calf woman. All right, it's a sacred spiritual figure in Lakota tradition who brought the sacred pipe, taught the 7 sacred ceremonies, and gave instructions on how to live in harmony with the earth. It sounds like it is. 2 young hunters met a beautiful woman dressed in white buckskin. One hunter approached her with impure intentions and was instantly turned into bones. Oh my God. While the other showed respect. She instructed the hunter to tell his tribe to build a large teepee for her arrival. She presented the people with the ceremonial pipe and tobacco, explaining that the pipe's smoke connects the human world with the spiritual realm. Okay, so she taught the Lakota people how to pray and live as a living prayer, emphasizing respect for nature and the buffalo. She gifted them 7 primary spiritual ceremonies, which include the sweat lodge, the vision quest, the sun dance, keeping the soul, making relatives, puberty, womanhood ceremony, throwing the ball. After completing her teaching, she walked away, rolled on the ground 4 times, and changed colors, becoming yellow, red, white, and black, before transitioning into a white buffalo calf and disappearing over the horizon. She promised to return one day, making the rare birth of a white buffalo calf a profound sign of hope and renewal for indigenous nations. Yeah, that sounds like the lady. Instead of like a bull, it's a buffalo, but or bison. Yeah, it's probably the same entity, like this Earth Mother type. Carrie Cavier, she says, we are now being called to the bridge now. Who's Carrie K? I should know that, but I don't. With the birth of the white calf comes prophecy. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's interesting. All right, who else? Who else should I have on? What's this? I've been trying to. I've reached out to him because I wanted to interview him. No response. David Parker is interesting, but might be who's David Parker? I'll look him up too. There's David Parker Ray, who's the toy box killer, but it's like a hospice nurse. Huh. That looks kind of interesting. It's like a hospice nurse. Hmm. Casper site. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. Hmm. Yeah, it's the second time I've heard of these Nar churches. Yeah, I need to watch the episode of Danny Jones before I reach out to Gary Wayne. He could be a potential guest. Kerp always just always talked about him. All right. Yeah. This was mentioned earlier. Nar, the New Apostolic Reformation, fast-growing decentralized movement rooted in Pentecostal and charismatic Christianity. It's not a formal denomination, but rather a network of independent churches, leaders who believe God is restoring the governing offices of modern day apostles and prophets. Yeah. Yeah, the belief that Christians are mandated to take control of the seven mountains of society: government, education, media, arts, business, family, and religion. Heavy emphasis on modern miracles, physical healings. Yeah, this sounds like bad news. Yeah, yeah. I could. I was thinking about interviewing Julian Dory, but I just haven't reached out. Jay Sullivan had a very interesting experience with Jim Jones in Indiana before he went to California and Jamestown. Yikes! Yikes! Yeah, talk about something that didn't end well. Huh. Yeah, mega churches also make me super. They seem super ick. Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid. Yep. No, I have not heard anything like that. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's a funny show. Huh. Costco churchology, drug money laundering. Yeah, who knows? Sneeze. Yeah. Look, I got a long day tomorrow. I get like a billion meetings, which I'm not looking forward to. Tomorrow starts at 7:40 a.m. and I have back-to-back meetings until about 1 o'clock. And in that time, there is a 20-minute break. So it's not going to be fun. Favorite ever guest? Probably Kurt, because it was unexpected and fun. Because it's amazing aura. Yeah, I will. I will. Uh, 8 minutes. Why? Do you want to jump on? I can extend longer if you want to jump on. Well, yeah, I'll take Nara over Sharia any day of the week. All right. Nate Dogg. All right, stand by. Copy. Oh, it's easiest. I'm going to email you, buddy. All right, let me know. Let me know when you receive it. Oh my god. Today was just a rough, tired day. The first International Congress meeting about the Noah. What is that real? All right. Well, hopefully he got. Yeah. Okay. I sent him the right. I sent him the right thing. Although I could probably text him too. It's like this like Hebrew law that all the goyim have to follow. It's not good. It's like Sharia for Israelis. Yeah, it's not good. How many remote viewers remote view the eyes of the target through the eyes of the target? I don't know. I do not know. All right, Nathaniel, what are you doing, man? Oh, thank you. No, he kind of came out of nowhere too. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Hey, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. I had to put a shirt on, man. Oh my god. You
We're
know?
wearing the shirt.
Yeah, that beard over here, it happens.
Oh,
How you doing,
so
Bob?
good. You're getting questions already about any updates to your research. So
Oh, it
probably start
sucks.
with that.
My research sucks. I'm the
Why do you
worst,
say
Bob.
that?
Man, I look at the data. The data sucks, man. There's look at the case studies. I have a beer here or have a water. Which one you want?
Just water, man.
That's
Take it
exactly
easy.
right. Absolutely right. It's my day off. I did a show today with Pavel. Amazing. Um, oh God. Uh, Pavel's Pavel's a great guy, and I don't really have any like friends. All of my friends left me when I got into this field. Uh, I did share something with Pavel that kind of broke my heart. I didn't know where it came from, bud. I talked about all the trauma that I grew up with in that cult. You know about this. We've talked about this extensively in
Mhm.
private, and I wasn't ready for that. I think it's time people understand that I went through a lot of shit, been through it, and lost all my friends. I love Coach Colin. Coach Colin's my dude, man. I love Coach Colin. Listen, let me tell you something. For everybody watching that hold on, let's get through these.
But
What do
I'm
you
through.
I want to be interviewed by Sean Hazel. I'm just I'm joking, man. Oh my god, dude. So, the research is it's
Don't
Noah
worry about
Hyde.
reading. Yeah, we're in the
No,
no eye
my
territory.
background, Sean, Noah Hyde, Torah. I know everything about that, brother. Um, one of my favorite linguists. I mean, here's the issue. I know about things I shouldn't know about. It's just like you, Sean, right? You're everywhere, right? You know things. You bring, all the intelligence yourself, and so it's like, well, yeah. So, but I grew up in a cult. Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah.
I was never allowed to watch television. Oh God, my neck is killing me, dude. I haven't had a lot of sleep in the last 2 nights, man. Uh, no, I haven't. All right, spiritual ascension. Let me tell you something. Is that what it was? I have people, just to be very transparent with everybody, I have people who are writing books, and I'm included in the book. And I'm not being like, when I got on a Danny Jones show, I had a lot of podcasts where like, well, he's so like weird, Sean, weird shit. He's so highbrow. He's so famous. It was so dumb, so stupid. And, everybody's like, well, right. So I'm not. I'm still a fat guy. I turned 38 in about 2 weeks. I still love X-Files. I still appreciate all of the shows that I've been on, right? X-Files, by the way. Sean, we're going to act like we're friends, right? On this podcast. So I turned 38, God, on August 18th. And August 14th, all right? For all the 90s kids out there, that's when the X-Files and Chris Carter, they re-release. I know, I appreciate it, but it is what it is. August 14th is when X-Files and Chris Carter, right? They re-release the best X-Files movie they've ever made. But it's like, rated R. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, right? So that's what I'm planning on doing. If I had my way, we would go get chicken wings, you and I, and just hang out, buddy. It turns out that I am Methuselah. Methuselah, brother. Let me tell you something. Here's how bad it is. The other night, this is really bad, and I'm gonna drink water. Just I love you, man. All right. My father was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "I don't know what it is." Like, because I have a strong family. We're very close. My dad and I are very close. And I was like, "What's that?" I'm like, "I have no idea." He's like, "It's Ally McBeal." I'm like, "Oh God." Sean. And immediately I'm like, I hated that show when I was 8 or 9. I hate it now, right? But then something in the back of my head was like, dude, you're 38. And I was like, well, I gotta watch this, right? No, man. It's gonna be on with you, Now people know I can be sober, right? Holy shit. Look, I'm not gonna I swear to God, I'm not gonna apologize. See, the last time we did this, I went to my favorite game the whole entire season. And yeah, absolutely, man. So sit back. Oh God, I'm fat as hell. Just gotta give it. I would less numbers, more words. Yeah, so I just anyways, but so Pavel, it's a great guy. I was Pavel's a great guy. I was worried, my work is not very well received, Sean, in the ufological world. It's quite a gamble. Quite a gamble, sir. It's going very well. I think that ufology needs to grow up, right?
Mhm.
They're not in our skies or our houses. And beyond that, I love you to death. So that's why I'm here, man. So, and sober. Praise God. Hallelujah.
What else is what else did you talk to Pavel about today?
Not much. I mean, I could have done it in another 2 hours, man. I had so much more data, Sean, right? I tend to ramble, dude. I'm like I tend to ramble, dude. I swear to God on my life. I mean, we didn't even get to the the idea of a construct. It was just, what I'm realizing though, and I want to. Sean, can we create a hill to die on? Not you and me. Right? Let's imagine I'm constructing a hill, right? Like just right here, Sean, right? There's the hill. Right.
Dude, I keep saying 818. Now I'm looking at the time. It's 818 my time. That's your birthday. 818.
Oh God. Well, you know what that means, right? No. It means that if you want to be blessed of God, you got to go get me
some chicken wings,
a gift card. Hallelujah. Right. See what I mean? 818. Bam, bam, bam. Right. Give me a gift card, and God will bless you. Watch this, Sean, with another Hawk experience. With joking. It's one of our. The Lord said the hawk will come over there, right, and just hang out with you. Oh God, now man, I'm telling you guys, ufology is a dying field. It's dying. You know why it's dying? I'm gonna hit this home real quick. You ready for this? You're gonna love this, Sean. Instrumentation can document radar and sonar, right? But instrumentation cannot tell me what that entity is in my house. Look, for everybody that knows me and loves Sean, look at his lips. He knows it's true because he loves the thought. He might not agree with it, but it's fascinating, isn't it, Sean, right? We can't do that, right? Right? What are you going to do? Well, the last I saw that we can't, pal. It's so ridiculous. I hate the retrofitting of the hitchhiker effect. It's actually the attachment syndrome. I have no respect. Come on, man. Like you thought it was like I was devastated. I swear to God. I have the book behind the skinwalkers that Pentagon. I was absolutely devastated. Sean, devastated when I was like, wait a minute. So the researchers had apparitions of dead children in their houses. Can you imagine, Sean? I'm 38. I dealt with that at 8 years old. I was like hurt. I was like, wait a minute. What's that even mean? I was devastated, Sean. Can you imagine that? I was like, my God, how does that fit in my world? My God. Turns out it took Lukatsky to tell us that. Not John Keel. It's just, honestly, there are certain times in my life where I have a cold and a friend. I'm glad you're one of them, buddy. But all the rest is just like, what are we doing here? All right, watch this. People going to go to conferences, right? We love your work. I don't think they know my work. I don't think they love me at all. Oh God, is this
what was that?
It's Metzger. Ha! It's Metzger. all right, he's flying. But let's be honest here, right?
Literally, if he wasn't flying, he would get and you said, "Hey, I'm on Sean's live stream right now."
Dude, I don't know anybody that don't love Metzger, dude. I love Metzger. The issue is this, you know, and I'm not, you know me now, right? Because, you know, if you'd have called me at a bad time, I wouldn't be this guy right now. Point, though, is it should not be Bigelow going. First of all, can we talk for a second? Give me 5 minutes. All right, please. Mm-hmm. Diana Pasuka. Oh, my God. Now, I've talked to people who know Rogan. I don't know Rogan. I've never been on his show. But my God. How do you know it's a dream and a dream? Well, it was got like, religious scholar, dude. Oh, my God. She's not. God. Well,
yeah, that wasn't one of her better showings. That's for sure.
Now, I admit, yeah, and I get it, dude. My Danny Jones show, I had a pinched nerve in my back, right? I didn't sleep for 3 days. Sean, people call me the devil, and I loved it. Like, they were like, look at his eyes, right? Look at his eyes. And I admit, dude, like, my eyes were like, you know, buttholes. You ever see butthole eyes where they're like just a butthole eye? That's what they were, man. Look, my family are, you know, they're Polish and everything, so I got them every day. But my point, though, is when I got on, all right, is this okay, Sean? You know, whatever. Dude, I got on Danny Jones, and I had podcasters be like, well, he's so highbrow now. Like, what did I do? I didn't pay for that flight. What? Hold up, right? I didn't pay. What are you talking about, right? I didn't, like, what was I in the same proximity? Like, I just banged on the door. Danny, let me in. I didn't do all that, right? But I got, like, people like, well, Nathaniel. Forgetting the 400 or 500 different shows I did, but now, you know, I'm the bad guy. I don't know. It's so frustrating, man. But the point is, you know, with come on now. God, I hate illiterate people. Go pick up a book. Not you, right? You know, I'm the guy with ADHD. You're the guy that went to Harvard, man. But my point is, man, like Karen Armstrong's even better. Shit. I could have answered that question in 5 different ways and still had a better reaction, right? How do you know it's a dream? Or how do you know it's a dream or not? Right? If it's not a dream, okay, I'll tell you why. Because there's physical evidence that it's not just a dream, Sean. How about that? Huh?
What do you think of that comment?
Oh, plant. I bet. What kind of plant is he?
I don't know.
I hate that shit, man. It's always a plant, right? Always a plant. Right. Or how about this? How about this? And I heard this many times.
Well, I'll just give you I'm not going to say who, but there was an interview that was conducted on that podcast, and they constantly have cameras running.
Which podcast?
Danny.
Oh, yeah, Danny, of course.
And they encouraged this person to use DMT while the cameras were running.
Oh, it was probably Emmett Hill, bro. It was probably Emmett Hill.
No, it wasn't. I'm not going to say who it was, but it definitely wasn't.
Well, look, man, what I've, in my experience, what ends up happening is people who have no idea what's going on. And, it's always, I had a guy on a channel and, it's like 4 windows in the stage. Hold on, let me back up. 4 windows in the studio. Gotta be this. Like the number 4, right? It's so stupid. My point, though, is it's always the people that have never been invited, never flown out, never hung out with him, never been interviewed, right? It's like, well, I know more about that than you do. Really? How about that? Like, no, you don't. Sean. Watch this. Ready? Sean. I saw a picture of Harvard, and I'm projecting all of my beliefs on Harvard. You suck, Sean. That's awful. I'm applying this dumbass reasoning, Sean. Let's go there, right? Sean, look, man, I hate that. Now watch this. Ever went to a college, right? Watch, dude. So my point, Sean, right? Never been invited to a community college. Can't do it. Right? So my question, Sean, is you got there, right? So my issue is this. George Soros funded. See where I'm going? Your position. Matter of fact, since you went there, see where I'm going? You must, Sean, is there an internet connection in here? Yes. Oh, hell yeah. Right? It's so stupid.
Yeah, for the record, I did not get funded by George Soros.
Of course.
So I do know somebody who did get a George Soros.
Of course, dude. Listen, I know
Who
people that went to hang out with Giorgiani. I look, who cares, bro? Who cares? The issue, the issue is, it's always like, well, some guys like, well, they had 4 windows in the studio. What does that mean? Like, what? Like, it's so stupid, right? Like, well, those 4, come on, Sean, let's be adults here. So the issue is not like me, dude. Somebody told me well, he sold out. Like, what the hell did I sell, man? I got invited. I didn't buy anything. They paid for my flight. What it is like these people just don't they have no access, and they just and I don't care if I'm getting killed in the comments. It's crazy, man.
You're not gonna get killed in the comments here.
Well, that's fine, man. That's fine, man. I'm saying, dude, I got crucified. Like, what? Anyways, man, what's going on, man?
Oh, I'm like a day late, and then I started 15 minutes late.
Why, dude? Yeah, man. So, anyways, dude. All right, August 14th. Those are 2 big dates. All right, August 14th. Hold on.
That's
sorry, dude.
It's Mepsker.
The issue is
this. Is he on a plane?
I have no idea. I haven't read it yet. The issue is this, man. Like, everybody's got, internet access, and people always. This is so weird, dude. Like, oh, you got
Actually, make sure you check it. They could be recording Mystery Boys and like want to call you.
No.
Check. I'm serious.
It's 11:30 at night. It's not doing that. They're not doing that.
Okay.
He's got to catch a flight. He's got to catch a flight. Point though is like, what are we doing here? Like, what? Honestly, what are we doing here? He's mainstream now. It's so dumb. August 14th. All right. So for all the 90s kids, all right, buddy. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, re-release of the X-Files movie, right?
Yes, and it's rated R.
Uncut.
Now. It's rated. Well, yeah, it's never been circumcised, and it's a rated R film, and it's amazing. I cannot believe this. I'm excited. My birthday is 4 days after the 18th, and how does Mensker pop onto the phone on the scene?
I can explain that. That's an easy answer because he's been grinding for 30 years as a comedian.
He has.
He's earned his popularity. He just jumped into an adjacent space.
He actually should be more popular, though. He should be.
He should be a lot more popular, but because he says things about certain countries, he's not good for show business. Let's just say.
I
mean, that guy should have had his own like Netflix series 5 years ago.
True story. I am to the point now, buddy, where you know what? People ask me, somebody asked me, like, what do you have a girlfriend name? I'm like, well, I'm 38 years old now, but in about 2 weeks, and
you got to lose some weight. That's what you got to do.
Oh,
that's what I'm doing.
Even though I don't. I know, bro. I know. I just honestly, I want to put out my magnus opus, buddy. Sean. I went through a lot of trauma in the church that I went to at Let's 18, but I had to go to therapy as an adult. And then my divorce cost me a lot emotionally. And so like, thank you, Rich Doctor. I appreciate it. So I don't know, man. I
Spiritual Sentence has got a point. Do you even want one right now?
Dude, I got some
She's got a point. She's got a point.
I got some stalkers. No, once I get my magnus opus out, it will be, it'll be cathartic, to where I don't have to worry about it. Sean, you and I have talked about this for years, bro. How do I? Because once I get to a theory. And people are like, oh, Nathaniel's a man. No, I'm not, dude. No, I'm not. I get to a theory, and I'm like, this is freaking amazing. Nobody's ever. And then I wake up the next day and going, but what about this? And it's whatever it is, man. Point is, Pavel wants us on to just, I don't know. I think it's to shoot the shit or just hang out. What I realize is, my God, Sean, these ufologists are not at all ready for John Keel. Not even John Keel, pal. Take them down to the basement where the real phenomenon is. They will shit their shorts, Sean. And I mean with all of my convictions. There's something wrong.
Yeah, Mira. I know you're skeptical about this stuff, but Mira shared a bunch of images with me with that quantum imaging stuff.
That's fine. I know that.
I don't, real or not, the stuff. Whoever's creating those images, it's like it's creepy. Right. It's creepy.
You realize, like, I do a lot of research, right? That's all I freaking do, man. It's my life, man. That, chicken wings, and football, and other things. But yeah, okay. Andrea Perrin, right? then I met Andrea at a Paracon in I don't know, Peabody, Massachusetts, or whatever that shit all was. And it was so weird, man, honestly, because like she like, hello, this guy was like, can you please? She was like, yes. Like she gave him a hug. He was like, oh, I was like, that's a beta male, absolutely. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God. It was like, please, his wife's there. Please, Andrea. She's got this whole, oh, yes. And he was like, oh, God. And he looked at me and I was like, I got to get the hell out of here, dude. What? Yeah.
Wait, what are you even talking about right now?
It was Andrea Perone at a conference in England, or in New England, man. And she walked in and like, hello. And they were like, Andrea Perone, here's where this dumbass field is. You've experienced the phenomenon. She was like, yes. Some guy was like, well, I'm here with my wife. I'd like you to lay hands on me. And she swooped in. Boom. He was like, oh, God. His wife's there, dude. And I'm looking at, I'm looking at it and I'm going, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. It was so funny to me because we think people that have experienced the phenomenon like actually have an idea what's going on, right? Not true. Not at all, man. And it's a religion. It really is a religion. They have created their own church, their own God, and then, it's so stupid. But it was actually hilarious. Sean, you would have died. It's like, oh, God, is that Andrea? And it was like, dude, she had like, like a little cape. Yes, I am. And he was like, oh, God, grabs his hand, like, oh, my God, or her hand, I'm sorry. Right? Who cares? Right at this point. And grabs her hand, like, come here, what do you see this? And she was like, bam. And he was like, oh, God. And I was dying, dude. I was like, yeah, I'm out, dude. I am out of this. Out of this, dude. Yeah, and I've never been to a Paracon since. I've never been. It's such bullshit, man.
All right, so question for you.
Yeah.
The gray human hybrid breeding agenda. Thoughts?
Matthew. Oh, Matthew. Matthew. Son of a Brahman just liked my tweet. Amazing work I just did. I'm just joking, dude. Where exactly did Nathaniel get aura projected? There I go again. And who didn't like his theory? Aura projected.
Rejected, not projected.
I don't even know, man. I don't even know, dude. I get so bored with this research, man. Like I do. Aura. I don't even know if I have aura, dude. I have chicken wing breath. I have a little bit of rolls. I'm kind of a fat guy. And I like my research. That's all I have, man. People like so sophisticated. I'm not sophisticated.
Your honest thoughts.
Oh, God. No, they closed his ass down. The Vatican researched him, and they knew that the phenomenon was manifesting as a white lady. And I got aura.
Yeah, it's like like a Gen
I know
Z
what
thing.
it is now. I know what it is now. Charismata is what they call it in Pentecostalism. Chris Bledsoe. So two things can be true at the same time. You ready for this? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
So his experience can be real, but the interface can be wrong. Right. The Vatican investigated him, and there's a reason, and I have had conversations. I cannot get my sources. Want to. If you notice, when Chris Bledsoe put his book out, Diana Walsh Pasuka said, hey, listen, shut up about me. And that is that. It's true.
There was some right. Weird thing where
yeah. I never gave him permission. Right. I gave him permission. I never gave him permission, right? Woo writers. No. But if you look at the historical record, right, he comes out with his book. She goes, ooh, gross. Ugh. Right? and he's trying to publish it, right? And of course, you have Ryan out there looking at bumper stickers like, well, according to my theology, that Dodge truck says, stop laughing. I can see your face, dude. Well, that one truck over there says that in the book of Zedekiah, chapter 15, chapter Dodge, according to my relationship and my research with that gas station right there, this is the truth. And the Vatican was like, absolutely not. I mean, come on now. How illiterate can you possibly be? Like the book of Judas was written around the same time the Gospels were. Hold on. But it was like 2,000 years later. But they're the same thing. Of course. Come on now. Branding, brother. My God. It's absolutely insane. And so what happened was the Vatican saw, right? Ryan just up there like, it was we gave birth. What'd you do, right? Our birth canal. My mother's, that almost went really bad. We gave birth to the orbs. Nobody talked about orbs before us. We did. Can I make it more verbose, Sean? Nobody else did more orbs, did we? We did orbs up there, down here. We. And it's like, dude, that's stupid. And what ended up happening, all right, is the Vatican took notice. Now, Chris did get kind of screwed by the Vatican. The Vatican, just because, okay, now here's what Chris says, right? The Vatican validated me. No, they didn't. They have nothing to do with you. What they did, though, is they financed your experience. And they took what you experienced, right, Sean? And went like this. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And then they went and edited their own doctrine. You know where I'm going, right, Sean? Remember that?
Say more.
All right. When the Vatican said there are some apparitions that appear to be of God.
Oh, yeah. There was that encyclical that was like sent out in 2024.
That's
that one on the discernment of. It was like on the discernment of.
Yes.
Supernatural, preternatural is the key word, right?
So what they ended up doing was, thank you for your services. Right. And sure, it's the white lady, Chris. Go tell everybody that. And they wrote it down. Now, watch what matches more of the Vatican's ideology and I guess theology more than it does Chris's. It's Jim Simivan, right? Simivan said, and I am personally friends, all right, with the first researcher that Bledsoe contacted. It wasn't just a lady in white. It was a lady in white that was accompanied by shadow figures. And that, my dear friend, is what the Vatican captured first. So what that means is everything that is being told to MUFON is being sent, right? And when MUFON got a hold, and not even MUFON, Vatican got a hold of the white lady, they were paying enough attention to it to say, okay, come here closer. And Chris is going, you validated me? Sure. Now, what does she look like? And what ended up happening is exactly right. It's exactly what it is. This is why in my interviews I say that I have no ill will towards Chris. I think he's a good guy. You know, I just think the Vatican's playing by different rules here. They know exactly what's going on. So, yeah. All right.
So, who do you think the lady is? Spiritual Ascension is asking.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I see the white lady, and this is one of my positions that I am so convicted about. That white lady was first viewed in hauntology, and as someone who grew up in a haunting and who studies that, I'm going to use the word we, not that I own it or anything or in the field. But originally, we thought that she was a bride that had died in her wedding dress. That is the interface that she first chose. Now, the Vatican does not trust her at all. That's why they had to update it. You're seeing, right? Apparitions of this white lady. But here's the way to test her, right? Now I'm going to tell you how not to test her, and I'm going to tell you what she would or wouldn't say, right?
By the way, the answer to that question is yes, according to Bledsoe.
Of course it would be. And then it was his son would be like, well, according to my book, First Bledsoe, chapter 16, of course, that's yes. So the issue is that, Iranian principle. I like that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm Google Maps, maybe. The issue is the Catholic Church used him. Okay. It's okay, Sean. Am I doing good? Am I rambling, bud? They used him up to a certain point, and then when they got enough, here's the issue. Not from Chris, from her, right? From her. What are your plans? Right? And then they incorporated into their fold and said, now we've got to make a response. Maybe there are entities out there that are not. And guys, go read it. I'm not making this shit up. Read it. They appear as angels and appear as saints, right? That's what happened. And two things can be true at the same time. He was afflicted by the phenomenon, of course. And his interpretation, the problem is that the Vatican noticed in what's happening, and you don't have to ask me, read the book. What happened was Diana Pasuka said, oh, you put it out there? And she even put it on X. I gave him no permission. Well, why didn't you, Diana? You know what pisses me off more than anything? It was the fact that in Bledsoe's book, Diana Pasuka owned an entire production company and offered him money to buy his story. That's what pisses me off. Not good.
Yeah, there's some adjacency either with the intelligence community or with the Peter Thiel, like research complex, whatever that is, or both.
Yeah. Well, of course, because I went on a big show on Thiel, right? It's so stupid, but come on now. Dude, if I was at a conference and someone walked up to me and was like, well, I want to buy your story. That's what Chris says in his book. Now, I am confident that is exactly what Pasuka did not want out. Sure. Imagine trying to buy a story and he goes, no. And then writes a book, and then someone else, the same person who tried to buy it, was like, don't put me in there. I'm telling you, bud, there's something deeply wrong here. I don't know. I'm just rambling, dude. Bigelow's taxonomy of the phenomenon is laughable. It was deeply hurtful for me. Number one, the 59, and I put this on oh, yeah. Everybody wants to talk about how that dog got healed. Nobody wants to talk about who bled him out.
Mm-hmm.
Moving right along. Yeah, I don't know what to think here. Bigelow's interview was laughable. My God. Can you even imagine that? Like, come on, man. Because I have all the books, behind me. You can see my library. I have Skinwalker the Ranch, or Skinwalker, the Pentagon, all that. And, you know, I do my best and I do my due diligence, right? Sourcing it all. I pay hundreds of dollars for primary sources, right? You know, if I don't have that, I'll contact them, try to get it, you know. And I've done all that to hear freaking Bob Bigelow go, well, it was a human spirit. Nap's like, how do you know it's a human spirit? Shit if I know. It appeared as one. Right? Right? And I'm like, Bigelow, bro, like you have to have a better diagnostic. Right? Like I know people
yeah, Mickey Mouse, right?
Come on, dude. I've been at Halloween and known I couldn't trust people that have a mask on. But if this is crazy, man, it's a shit show. So I have lost confidence. Honestly, I'm going back to my work, and it's severely disappointing. I'm personally devastated, Sean. You know that? I'm devastated, man. Like I have to go back and look at Colm Kelleher. I have to go back and look at NIDS. If that's what they look like, that's what he said. What?
They did a lot. They did a lot more than they let on. Like I interviewed Colm Kelleher or Colm Kelleher, who's rarely interviewed, which is weird. Have you noticed that?
He knows a lot, buddy. And he should be the one that, I mean, if it could possibly happen, right? Did you even hear what Bigelow tried to tell Trump? Trump's worth like $6 billion now because he freaking raped America. And he's like, well, here's a bunch, you know, here he goes. I want to tell you, Trump, about aliens. And Trump's like, you know, he's attention deficit, right? Like I am. He's like, well, that's amazing. What do you think I should do with the walls? What do you think about the coloring of the paint in this room? And Bledsoe's like, I'm sorry, aliens. Trump's like, bathrooms, aliens, bathrooms. Trump's like, well, I hate Jared. Jared Kushner sucks. What do you think about Jared Kushner? And Bledsoe or Bigelow, oh God, Bigelow's like, well, I ain't got, you know, it's like, what are we doing here? I don't remember. All right. I got like 10 minutes, man. Let's answer some more questions.
All right. Any other questions?
Yeah.
We're like way over time for
oh yeah, I know it's one everywhere, man.
My monthly. You got read your text. Don't read it out loud, obviously. But what's
my text? Oh, I have no idea, dude. Catching a flight, dude. Has texted me since, man. So that's where I'm at. That was severely disappointing because I have to go back into everything, you know, and be like, okay, like you're gonna tell me demonologist sees demons. Absolutely, yeah, that's sure. As if our perception of the phenomenon is left up to us, right? You know, it is. It's a disturbing field that we're in, and I'm realizing I got to be very transparent with you guys. Like this position that I am is absolutely devastating for me. You know, I spent a lot of money on those books, and this guy is the one that financed them. And then when I hear, well, if they look like a human spirit, they are.
Yeah, it's not very sophisticated analysis.
It's not a sophisticated diagnostic, and I don't know, man. It sucks, man. Honestly, it's really awful. I've had supporters of my work even send me his books, right? And I'm like, you know, I have in my library behind me. I'm like, this is amazing. You know, thank you. And I'm looking at it. It would be like, okay, here's an outline, right? It would be like Ash Carter, right? Being like, thank you for all of Zygmunt Brzezinski's book, right? Thank you so much for all of his foreign policy. I think we got to invade Disney. That's what we have to do. It's Mickey Mouse. We've got to do that. And then you'd be like, sir, we're time out, bud. No way in hell. That's what I meant. Yes, of course, the phenomenon uses interfaces. That's a ridiculous notion that they don't. That's always how they've operated. Matter of fact, Nancy Trim or whatever her name is, yeah, she Rich Doctor. Well, again, you got to look up. Yeah, well, the issue is this, and this is really where we're at. Alan Greenfield was the very first researcher that was handed photographs of Albert Bender's attic. And if you notice my work, I'm very careful because I don't use the word demon. I don't even use the word demonology. I don't have to. What I'm going to do and what I have been doing is using occult researchers to prove my point. So Alan Greenfield was the first researcher that came across because they were feeding him his, giving him photographs of Albert Bender's attic. And in the attic was an altar built to the others. Now, that's a difficult position because a lot of people build altars out of fear. And I believe that's what Albert Bender was doing. Now, it wasn't just a decoration. Oh, God, I'm getting murdered in the comments. I know I am. It's okay. It's okay. I knew it. Point is, Albert Bender was doing that, and it wasn't decor. Like, he actually, he paid a lot of money to, for someone, it was a private decorator, to decorate his attic. And but in the middle of all the decor was a used altar. That's Alan Greenfield's work. I don't think the fields are ready for that because then we have to discuss worship and consciousness. What is that though? And that's where I'm at. So, all
right, brother.
Did I do that bad? Was I okay? Oh, I wasn't.
You're great. You're great. You're always
buddy. All right, buddy. You guys have a good night.
All right. Good night, brother.
Later, bum. Yeah, my God.
All right, everyone. I need to get up bright and early tomorrow. So God bless. Good night and have a great rest of your week. Talk soon.
Dim light on the mic, shadows start to crawl. Paranormal whispers echo through the hall. Military minds and ancient bloodlines blend, where the veil is thin and the truth won't bend. Stargates humming in the desert night. Sumerian demons dancing in the fight. Remote viewing psyops, mind control machines. Sean's digging deeper where the unseen screams. From Ukraine fires to invisible wars. Lucy stressed rituals behind closed doors. Pazuzu laughing, Anunnaki call. The glass is dark, but we see it all. Through a glass darkly, peering into night. Where fiction turns to fact and wrong becomes right. Paranormal meets the battlefield's edge. National secrets on the razor's ledge. Rise through the darkness, break the hidden seals. Through a glass darkly, this is how it feels. This is how it feels. Interviews with warriors who walk the line. Remote influences twisting space and time. Dragon bloodlines, hauntologies, games. Skinwalker shadows calling out your name. Geopolitics twisted with the occult thread. Writing worlds where the living meet the dead. Financial freedom in a world gone mad. Building empires while the sleepers stay unaware. Ed Dane's legacies and psychic warfare plays. Mind viruses spreading through the haze. From ninja suits to the unseen fray. The podcast cuts through the fog and gray. Through a glass darkly, peering into night. Where fiction turns to fact and wrong becomes right. Paranormal meets the battlefield's edge. National secrets on the razor's ledge. Rise through the darkness, break the hidden seals. Through a glass darkly, this is how it feels. Not just stories, it's the hidden war between the spirit realm and what we saw. Hazlett holding up the mirror, cracked and true, showing us dimensions bleeding into view. No more veils, no more silent nights. We chase the signal through electric lights. Through a glass darkly, we refuse to kneel. Chasing demon secrets and the real. From military fiction to the cosmic wheel. The truth is stranger than the tales we feel. Through a glass darkly, lift the veil, ignite. Through a glass darkly, step into the light. Through a glass darkly, peering through the dark. The glass is cracking. Let the truth spark. Delete the machines. Ticks in the tall grass, poison in the vein. Lab-born fever dreams riding on the rain. They called it a pandemic, locked the world in chains. While the suits kept counting, stacking up their gains. Psychological sterilization, numbing out the fire. Screens and silent signals killing young desire. Birth rates crashing, spirits in decline. A quiet war on bloodlines, one injection at a time. Bubbles popping, hyperinflation breath. Empty shelves and broken dreams dancing with death. Wars in Ukraine, fires over Iran. Feeding the machine with the blood of every man. Rise up, before the silence wins. Delete the machine, let the nightmare end. Total control, it's choking out your dreams. Rise up, tear apart the seams. Tear apart the seams. Punishing, taxation, bleeding out the poor. Open corruption, laughing behind every door. They print it, they spend it, they crash it on command. While the middle class is buried in the sinking sand. Despair is the weapon, hopeless is the chain. Turning some to shadows, daughters into pain. They want us weak and scattered, divided and afraid. To manage the population in the bed they made. Bubbles popping, hyperinflation breath. Empty shells and broken dreams dancing with death. Wars in Ukraine, fires over Iran. Sacrificing nations for their master plan. Rise up, before the sun. your dreams. Rise up, tear apart the seams. They own the banks, they own the wars. They own the needles, they own the laws. But they don't own the fire burning in our veins. We were born for freedom, not eternal chains. No more compliance, no more quiet graves. The hour is late, but the spirit still saves. Suffocates your dreams. Dark light from the glass, void calls first contact. Remember Roanoke and void, cerebral vortex spins minds through spiraling starways. Pact burns in the shards, demons flame packed with demon burns. Hellhold and the well of souls rise. Demon Piper on Holy Hill plays his deadly tune. Tails glow through the crack, miracles, fractured tails live on. Hellhold and swarms arise in glass. Only dig at night where oleander murders bloom. Swarm rises from black stars, portal tears, Godhead grimoire calls beneath the black stars. Swarm awakes, portal Pasadena, and Godhead grim war open. Stars joy falls. In the shards, Mennonites bring joy. White knights and shooting stars collide. We who flee the sun and serpent wall poke on it before. Where break free from dead lies. Old system dies tonight. Chains fall as truth ignites the fight. Awakening surges. The sleeper sees first light. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's alone. To God what is God's on the silent throne. Seek the void. Forge on. Go. Shatter now. Old cage cracks and breaks. Consensus lies dissolve. Welcome the unknown. Let fear resolve. Forge new paths where no map has ever been drawn. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's alone. To God what is God's on the silent throne. Seek the void. Forge on. Go. System. It's nothing but hollow whales. Breathe deep. Heart pounds in the deep. Unknown calls your true name. Break every chain in freedom's flame. You are the author, the end and the start of the game. Cast off the old world and walk through the fire untamed.